Hello, fellow faithful. It is Bulldog here, back with more analysis of CLG, world's greatest silver analyst, by the way. I'm doing something a little different this time. I have already seen this game. I know the results. If you haven't, if you wait for my analysis and videos to watch the game, I would recommend watching it without my stuff today because I am going to spoil it. But other than that, let's get right into it. So this is kind of a format I haven't done before. I was out of town on Saturday, so I didn't want to wait to watch the game. And so now I'm here recording after the fact, after I already know the results.
So those are kind of the options there. Lilia being grabbed.
So the pick ban, honestly, gonna just kind of go to the end and talk about it a little bit. So, like, we've been blind picking Lucian. It's pretty good. This is kind of the big pick of the whole thing. The Morgana jungle, which a lot of people were really criticizing, but I like it a lot. I've played it quite a bit in solo queue. It is way better than you would ever expect it to be. It keeps up in farm quite well. It has good damage. It has obviously the good utility of Morgana when played effectively, and can be more potent than support Morgana ever can be, and can just kind of it can really take over games with good snares and can deal a shitload of damage. So people were all just kind of caught off guard by the jungle Morgana. It's very good. Like, it's good. The Psy on top, obviously very good. It's being played all over the world. Overall, I don't think it's a bad draft for us. I maybe would have liked the Echo in the jungle as well. We did need some sort of EP threat. The Nidalee was picked out. Talia just kind of seems to have fallen out of favor. So it wasn't too good. So, and we saw Broxa pull this out at All-Stars and really rock it. And it definitely isn't the problem this game. I was watching this on very shitty internet to the point I was watching it on my phone and I couldn't make out CS numbers or like gold lead numbers or anything like that. So I will be very interesting to see how it turns out, how things look when I kind of know the general gist of the game, but don't know the full thing. People in my parking lot are being very loud right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that at all, but I can certainly hear it.
They're going to look to play aggressive. The fact that he has the Ignite, to me, says that they're going to be pressuring this lane, that they're going to be attacking this lane, because otherwise there's no point in really going for that, as opposed to just taking teleport, farming it out. So this will be interesting.
Yeah, I don't like the Ignite from Pobelter here.
Just makes sense on Morgana.
Just in general, it puts you at such a disadvantage later in the game, and very few games have been decided super early thus far.
You do get the spell vamp on the large monsters, as well as every time your W ticks on a large monster, it reduces the cooldown of the follow-up W there. So you do have...
Yeah, it was a little weird that Broxa took that long to start up the camp.
The slow part really is the large camps. Like, this is going to take him quite a while, and I do expect him...
But the large camps still aren't bad.
But
Is he planning on... I don't know if he smites this. He did smite it, which one little thing about Morgana jungle, and Morgana in general, your W does more damage the lower your opponent's health is. So if you're planning on smiting a camp, you want to do it at the very start because it will reduce the clear time by a good second or two.
All of these tools that BlackQuest has to
so that's just not a great understanding of how the champion works. And maybe he was doing it out of fear of it getting taken away if he's doing it then. if he's waiting for that reason, that's perfectly fine.
Is a melee champion against Lucian nice and early. He's forced to concede the wave. Pobelter maintains control over that. He will get this one shoved up, and Palafox is forced to last hit underneath the turret. Yone has some really, really good matchups, but if he's picked in a situation where you're able to get counterpick against him, or if you just pick him into a situation where you're up against a champion like
Yeah, we didn't
Lucian,
get counterpick into him,
FlyQuest do the Lucian
but
was
I mean
locked
we
in
are
before the
a
Yone was.
pretty
That
squishy
just
comp
means
in
that you
general,
have to be able to play these
and
difficult
Yone
ways
is
to be able to
absolutely
scale
broken.
into that 1v9 champion later on.
And it's one of those things where a lot of these marksman into assassin type matchups, especially
And we do have a nice lead in the bottom lane here.
go very heavily in the favor
This
of
is
marksman early
kind of
on.
pretty standard start. This is well done by Brox. I didn't even realize you can do this. But if you get both those camps together, each time your W ticks on a large monster, it's going to reduce the cooldown by 1 second. So every tick he's getting 2 seconds reduced, rather than just the usual 1. And it's allowing him to clear significantly faster. And he gets the crab, and he is completely even with the Lilia at this point. Lilia has taken Raptors once more, it looks like. And that's why they're even in farm. But the difference is minute. So,
Who
like,
would have predicted that it's a double crab for Morgana? Not a lot of people.
well, Morgana takes crab so much faster than Lilia does.
So he rushes up the top, grabs that crab, and then goes down bot lane and is able to take that because of the pressure on the map. And because he also started Raptors, the Raptors have already
This is the solo kill. Good job by Pobelter to get the first blood. And crashes a cannon wave into the tower. That is a really, really nice lead for him.
You're getting a steak dinner, buddy.
Winner, winner, steak dinner. Let's go.
Speaking of dinners, I went out to lunch today. And we were looking for just some place, and we decided to go to this pizzeria. And we were thinking it would be like kind of a family-oriented restaurant with just some regular pizza. Nah, this place was bougie as fuck, and it was some of the worst food I have eaten at a restaurant ever. It was awful. Like, I would have rather had frozen pizza.
Escape is good enough. He doesn't even have to burn the flash to do it. Easy stuff here for CLG. Weathering the storm in the top lane.
Doing really well up there. Licorice does have that pressure, but as you say, with that flash down,
and Finn doing a good job of absorbing the pressure, and he got a summer spell advantage out of that. He's pretty even in farm. Like, Finn is exactly where you would hope for him to be. He stops the back there, continues to put down pressure, and do a good job. Pobelter's ahead. Bot lane has a small advantage because of tower plates. Jungle is completely even and did double scuttle, so we are quite a bit ahead at this point.
So that's going to make things more difficult here too, which is why I've been kind of waiting for this first base from Broxa. And there it is. He will get Lost Chapter, so I'm expecting it to be Leandry's. It won't be Moonstone, which I think this is the right choice, right? You need some sort of AP threat, or it's just going to be Tabby's, Bramble.
Our laning has been good.
And Shen, you're not going to have any real damage, so at least now there's a bit of an AP threat.
And I have like the key point where I think everything kind of breaks down for us, and it's also what Tafo said. He thinks was kind of the breaking point for us, and I want to get a better look at that because I haven't had a chance to get a good look. I don't know why, but every time I'm like recording, like, my sinuses start to get like stuffed up, and it's weird. And forces out the flash. It does get two. We do use two ultis, but flash is a pretty big deal on Lilia. That's that weird Scion bug where it just like protrudes out. His hitbox goes out in front of him instead of like over the terrain. And so it just doesn't show up when the Q hitbox just doesn't show up there.
But Turtle now
It's
moved
really
up here to
weird.
this top side, just kind of 1v1 against Licorice right now. We're seeing more and more.
Yeah, I don't know if I
CS and
agree
everything.
with this
The more
lane
Tristana gets
assignment
in,
here.
The more you're trying to find opportunities, honestly, just give solo
Oh,
experience.
Turtle hasn't gotten a tower plate.
CLG.
I guess we do take plates faster, so we can. We do generally get the advantage by having the 2v1 off the side, but this means we're looking to probably give up first dragon.
You can see Finn defending as much as he can, bringing down the axe onto all these minions, just trying to keep them away from the turret, trying to minimize any damage.
I don't know if that's something we really want to do, because we do have a lot of early priority and can win pretty hard.
Looking good here.
So
Grabbing a turret plate there as well.
yeah, if I were FlyQuest, I would definitely be trying to get dragon here, but they don't seem to be pressuring it, which is weird. So FlyQuest not playing it well, and we do go for this Herald, which we should have huge priority over.
Shen doesn't really have much going on in that 1v1 against Tristana.
So right now,
bonus gold, bonus
okay,
going over to
so
him.
what are we doing here? So I want to look at this a little more.
Bonus gold,
Break down what our decision making is here. So you have 3. Honestly, why we should be having Finn TP in right now, I would think. We do have the advantage in terms of champions, but and we need Smoothie out front to zone off the Alistar, because that is a phase rush Alistar. We honestly, let's see, right there when you saw him, Smoothie and Turtle could have just jumped on him and killed him. He's level 5. He's phase rush Alistar. You jump on him, kill him. Boom. They can't do anything. Their mechanism for engage is gone. Smoothie walks up. Turtle's not far behind him. You put Alistar in just a horrible spot where he has to flash somewhere. Maybe try and get a pretty poorly timed engage separated from his team, and you can just turn on him because he's only level 5. Level 5 Alistar is not much of a threat. You're more of a threat to him than he is to you, if he's separated from his team like this. Now you gave him the opportunity to group up, gave time for them to get in position, and you just walked too far forward. He didn't even have to flash for this. This is just horrible positioning. Like, what the heck? And Broxa, I think, should have snare up. When's the last time he used snare? So, let me see.
Shen doesn't really have much going on in that 1v1 against Tristana. Can't actually pressure for a kill or anything.
So let's see if Broxa uses snare at any point in this. Does he use it snare? Does he use snare? Nope. Nope, he still has snare up. He can snare right there. He can snare, and they can turn. But he doesn't. He has Black Shield up as well. He does not Black Shield him or Pobelter. And they get engaged on. There are 3 or 4 things we could have done in this situation to put it, to make it better for us, and we didn't. And now we have the teleport coming in. But there were multiple times we could have just killed off the Alistar. And instead, we just get our backline jumped on for free. And we lose the Rift Herald. Wow, that was just horribly played. We just let them do whatever we want with a level 5 Alistar with phase rush. Like, that's just really bad.
They pile in on top of Pobelter, they take him down, get the Rift Herald as well, and now things looking good here for FlyQuest. So CLG with the earlier members to the play, but look at that combo directly into the Yone ultimate. The Shen is there as well. The Black Shield Broxy used on himself couldn't actually get it.
And what does Broxa eventually use the snare on? The Alistar. Like, wow, did Broxa play that poorly.
The combo was too slow on that and did not get it on Pobelter before he got chained up and knocked down. So not in time. You got to be on point with those Morgana Black Shields because when you
there was so much more wrong with that than just Morgana Black Shield.
You care about the magic damage reduction. You care about your Lucian not getting comboed by the Alistar or taunted up or knocked up.
Even if only one of you gets knocked up, even if you shield yourself, you can still win that fight. It's because both of you got absolutely bopped. But it should have never gotten to the point where the Alistar got in range to bop yet. He's level 5 with Phase Rush. He's extremely squishy. He has cooldown boots. That's it. You had multiple opportunities to just blow him up. And if you blow up the Alistar, they can't win the fight. And you didn't need to burn like any major cooldowns to blow up the Alistar. Like Smoothie engage, sure. Like a little bit of engage, but then you're down. Then they're down the majority of their CC and down numbers. And there's basically nothing they can do. But that was just.
He just wants to work towards the shield bow. And once you have shield
there
bow,
was so much wrong with that play.
Honestly, with Fleet on top of that, that it becomes so hard to really do much in this matchup as a Lucian.
And now Yone just does Yone things.
But a flash out of the way keeps him safe from that Yone ultimate. Palafox always looking for the opportunity to make plays whenever he has allies nearby.
It's a good flash, but a better ultimate from Palafox as you force out that flash.
God,
that reduces the.
That was such a poor play around Earth Terrell. We could have just killed the Alistar for being grossly out of position.
Pressure for turret plates. Without flash, it's really not safe to
or
do that.
Forced his flash. Force them to back off. Like chunk him. If he's chunked, he can't go in. Oh hey, exactly like this. Do this exact kind of thing. Except now he has 6, so he can actually get out.
But they couldn't just jump in on them because Johnson would be able to rotate down to the fight in a timely manner. So CLG wisely not choosing to throw.
And even if he does like neutralize the engage, he's still separated from his team. And you can just grossly split them up. But instead you clumped on top of each other for the Alistar into Yone, into Lilia. Like the only way you lose that is if they get the jump on you. And you have the tools to get the jump on them. You have the Morgana snare. You have the Tristana W. You have the Rel engage. You can dash forward as Lucian. You have Lucian ult. Like you have so much available to you.
Taking the dragon are in a position potentially to respond to it getting dropped out. It's gonna expire. He's gotta press it. Okay,
there we go.
There.
Yeah, last possible moment. He summons it up. The Drake will go over to CLG. Broxa guarantees that. Palafox resetting his position. And
Yone just being a fair and balanced champion. They didn't get anything out of this Rift Herald. Luckily, they got the kill. But this game is still like super in our control.
Yeah, that is rough, but really he doesn't have anyone but himself to blame. He just waited way too long, and then you show up and you have to drop it because it's about to expire. Let me just point out,
we hard won laning phase. Like everyone is ahead. Like it doesn't really look like
bonus health there too.
Pretty much a free Giants belt on the guy so far.
Wild Turtle is ahead, but he is. Now we just get dove, but we do a good job of responding here. Broxa missing the snare, but doing a really good job of comboing that. And getting Broxa a second kill here. So Broxa's in a place where he can he should be able to do some serious damage.
Better to get those kills onto Turtle. He's probably gonna have to do a lot of the heavy
Finn is in a good spot. He's stacking health. He's winning in farm by a decent amount.
Can just chase him down with the ultimate comboing up.
Belter's like still in a fine spot. He's in kind of a neutral state. Like this should still be very heavily in our favor.
Actually retreat from the Morgana ultimate, making it so that second part of it will land, and if that happens, you are going to take so much damage from it. So here it is one more time. That slow-mo binding that looks even slower than it really is. But in he goes, the combo from
Smoothie.
stunning him
They
up.
need a good combo. Turtle coming around to help.
And once you get tethered up,
Get a very nice 2-for-1. Like, that's advantage us. Our Morgana should do a shitload of damage now.
Alrighty, CLG continuing to build up them leads. Let's see what we got here. Some tweets. Broxa clearly saw my match history and was inspired enough to steal my Jungle Morgana idea, Will Sue. See, this is what I'm talking about. You got a dedicated, small part of the player base that just loves playing Morgana in non-traditional roles. And Broxa has brought that to the big stage now. 2-0 on the Jungle Morgana, even farm with a Lilia. Yeah. He is staying on pace with a very fast farming top-tier jungler. And he's 2-0.
We're pressuring top. They're looking to dive bottom again. I mean, that was a good job by Finn to try and stall it out. But you can't escape Yone. He just can cover several thousand distance. We traded tower for a kill. It's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. We should get a free Rift Herald out of it because they're sending 3 bot. We should be sending 2 to Rift Herald.
Just happy to see the team popping off with it here. I know that fans are really excited about the fact that this team is 2-2 over the time that they've had their full roster put together. The dream is still alive, but don't have too much faith. Remember, we can't have too much faith. That's the problem. The cornerstone of CLG believers.
It's a tough line you've got to walk, right? You got to have some faith, but if you have too much faith, then it's just, it's an L that's just going to come in right away. So
we did get a free Rift Herald there.
As a CLG fan, you want the miracle run.
And this game is still well within our control.
The miracle run will happen,
Yeah, you got to be agnostic about it. The C and CLG doesn't
that one was weird that he didn't stop the back, but it's fine.
Praying that CLG is going to win because that's too much faith. Exactly. You just got to believe that there's some sort of force out there compelling CLG.
And Yone got a shield bow, so he's basically the strongest champion in the game because he covers so much distance. He can assassinate you. He's a drain tank. He's so safe. Does so much damage. And there's just absolutely nothing you can do about it. That is a lot of bit aggressive Turtle, but it turns out fine.
As long as this Tristana just continues to farm, continues getting stronger. One of the benefits of having, Jungle Morgana or Solo Lane Morgana, these types of things, it's rarely seen, is that your Black Shield becomes so powerful, right? It actually becomes very difficult.
There's a nice little snare hit.
And champions like Alistar
he chunks like super hard, and this is, I think, where things really go south.
Jose Deodo with a big flash into the back line, going after Wild Turtle, who now dies to Johnson.
So let me see what's going on here. So what is happening that Turtle gets into this position? So he's a little low in health. His positioning is fine here. As soon as he sees Jose Deodo, he greeted for an extra auto. He should be backing off. He is running towards his teammates. He gets hit by that. Broxa misses that. Do we have a teleport? We do not. Well, we could be sending Finn in on the teleport here, but there isn't a good spot for him to teleport as far as I can tell. And it's just the issue of he took one step too far forward against a Yone. And suddenly, like, you're just dead. You're all just dead. Because they're so good at going forward.
Going in for the flash that sets up for the sleep, that sets up for the eat, that sets up for everything FlyQuest was looking for here in the mid-game.
So, and that's the moment where the game really got out of our control. Turtle should have just jumped away sooner. Like, oh, he stepped back.
Q flash in double sleep. The black shield is there for Turtle, but Johnson is already on top.
So we just got super greedy there, and it cost us. And the game is pretty much like, we could come back at this point, but it's pretty rough for us from here on out.
Super close, 18 and a half minutes into the game. The gold, perfectly level. The dragons, perfectly level.
Because we should have a lead with the lane dominance that we picked. But now Johnson is huge on the Kaisa.
Making your way up towards the playoffs, for the miracle run to still be alive, for either one of these teams to have that chance to try to fight up there, you've got to win these games against the other guys that are currently not in the conversation. Because otherwise, even if you make it up there, all you're going to do is get bopped as soon as you go into your first best of 5. You got to be looking competitive. And for both of these squads, they need to take down one of the other guys that's here scrapping with them in the trenches.
Yeah, exactly. Lycos would love to seal the fate here of CLG, move themselves one step closer.
That is just...
Playoff position. Diamond?
Well, okay, Pobelter plays this extremely well.
Can you run fast enough? No, you don't run faster than
and just gets a kill. Does a good job there. Okay, so we saw this many people, and look how many we're sending up, and we're just abandoning mid lane. Why are we sending everyone up to mid lane? Like, we can send 2 extra up to mid lane, or up to top lane, that's fine, but we don't want to send 4 people top lane. And now, Palafox is, or Pobelter should just be dead, because, you know, Palafox, Yone is a type of champion where you can miss almost every single ability, and still just absolutely destroy your opponent. And we're spending so many resources up here, and we do get 2 kills. So it's a 3-for-1 in the long run. We do turn, we do lose the mid tower, which is a pretty big deal. But it feels kind of desperate for us. That was a really good dodge by Pobelter. That was, I think that's just a bug. But I don't know if Pobelter needed to flash there. The flash would have been really helpful here. So I don't think Pobelter needed to flash. But that may just be me. Because flash would have been huge right here to be able to flash out. But I don't think that flash has too big of impact on the game in total.
The rest of CLG arrived. It was a couple easy kills for them to pick up.
CLG ready to respond every time FlyQuest want to make a move here. Still just a couple hundred gold, their advantage over their opponents. The 3rd Drake of the game spawning here in under 2 minutes. But because of how late
our macro just seems really weird. And yeah, Pobelter is just too far forward without any sort of vision. So yeah, he has no idea Jose Dioto's there. He knows Shen is there, and just dies. So. And we're just late to respond, late to help. It was just rough. And that's just kind of the tune for the rest of this game.
After the bop comes through, you know, if you're a little bit slow there,
so,
teams
because we get this bottom tower because we sent so many resources down there. Licorice gives us the old runaround, and they start pressuring Baron. They have the push topside. Pobelter is just doesn't have any vision here. And look at Palafox. Look at him hitting all of his abilities. Seriously, look at this fucking champion. 0-2. Look, let's count how many abilities he hit. 1, That was an auto. Auto. Auto.
What if they're on Baron
Was
right
that
now?
an...
They
Were
have
those
this-
all just autos?
That really feels like that's what forced them to back it up. Uh-oh.
Makes sense enough to
I think one Q. That's an auto.
There's now in a spot.
Oh, yeah, he misses the other Q. So, I don't... Was it just the... Did he only hit one Q?
To back it up.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Makes sense enough
First
to me.
auto,
Hobelter's now
second
in a spot
auto,
where
third
Diamond-
auto. So yeah, he hit a W, 3 autos. And it did Pobelter's entire health bar. He missed Q and ulti. Like, an All-Star doesn't do much damage here. All-Star was maybe an eighth of Pobelter's health bar. Palafox missed almost everything and it didn't matter. That's just fucking stupid. And so we keep getting like caught out like this and then sending resources to help too little too late. So I'm just gonna kind of skip ahead a little bit. We're pressuring Baron. We give up Dragon for that little bit of pressure. They have too much vision in our jungle for us to be able to do anything around Baron, and we can't really afford to push up. And Yone is at the point where he's just absurd. And so now we just don't have any vision here. Pobelter goes too far forward without knowledge of where the Yone is. Look what happens when Yone hits his abilities. That's RQ. And I think maybe W. But not like the high damage part of W. That's 2 abilities on a 0-2 champion. That's a 0-2 champion hitting 2 abilities.
Sealed indeed. A little bit more.
2 abilities. Was there even an auto attack in there?
No.
So there's the ulti damage. There's the Q. And there were 3 things that hit him.
Play it slow. He can answer with the TP every time.
Oh no.
Bop. So auto,
Fate sealed
Q,
indeed. A little bit more damage. He doesn't even need it. The mark
and
from the E gets
the
kill.
pop
What was
from
that you were
the
saying earlier?
random ass Z ulti that they put in his kit.
They didn't win
So.
the fight with the Stand United. Something breaks out, and they're going to do it right now.
Oh, that's a beautiful engage from Diamond. Like, this is sick. Like, W's onto the Scion, and then flashes onto the Tristana.
Diamond going in,
That's just sick. But it, like, Palafox is in the back here. He actually dies. And Turtle gets Johnson. Just popped. What's... Oh, Pobelter was already dead. And Diamond hits another fat engage. Jose Diota hits everyone. Diamond just straight up won that fight.
Lily is coming round. More damage going out with Turtle grabbing a kill on Diamond. CLG are 2v3 here on the map.
Diamond played that stupid well.
As a criminal and sent him in aggressive, gunned up, bound up, ulted by Morgana. All the C is less important.
So let's keep going to get in the next important moment.
At the AoE statted, so.
So
Glad to see Licorice
does
picking up
Pobelter get caught out again?
Belgian pie when there's double.
No, not yet.
Stat lines, Randuin's offers a ton. And against indeed a brick couple of seconds, Palafox 2,500.
Yeah, this one is a little less on Pobelter than I initially thought. He did do some dumb shit, but man, Brox I didn't play it well either. Turtle's positioning was bad. And our overall calls were just bad. Smoothie has been a freak on the engages. But look at where Palafox is. So Palafox is there. He's right there. You know, attacking Baron. Turtle is in danger of getting assassinated by Palafox right there.
CLG going in. It's Smoothie starting.
Look at that shit. Oh! You have to worry about a champion in the back of the Baron pit assassinating you across the fucking river. What is that champion? What the actual fuck is this champion? Like, there's nowhere you can position as an AD carry against Yone that you'll be safe. Because it only takes him, like, 2 abilities or just a couple of autos to kill you. He doesn't even have to be good. He just has to hit the abilities. He doesn't have to be ahead. He just has to hit the abilities. Yeah, you tried to fight Palafox.
It's a triple kill for Licorice. It is 4 dead on the enemy team. It is Baron over
And he gets to be a drain tank.
victory here in this
It's disgusting.
There's no CC to interrupt him. He will not die here. So Finn is
Like,
the last man standing.
I don't know why Yone isn't played more in professional. Like, just look at how fucking disgusting that is. Just look at how disgusting this is. Oh, okay, you engaged on there. Oh, their AD carry is so far back. Now, Turtle should just try and jump out here. Like, I don't know why he just walks into Diamond, but he should just try and jump out. Because they've got things under control in the pit here.
Everyone piling on top of him, no one peeling for him. You know, Smoothie went forward with a good engage. Brox is trying to follow up on that, but when you
and then you just kite back towards Pobelter, so if they keep chasing you. So Turtle didn't play terribly well this game.
And one of the others dead 5 seconds before Pobelter even shows night. Stance versus Liquor.
So and this game's just over at that point because there's nowhere Turtle can stand that Yone just can't kill him in 2 hits. Like there's absolutely no recourse for Turtle. He just gets assassinated by Yone if he shows his face around him.
CLG, the jungle. You already talked about the level difference.
Okay, so I think this is the game-ending fight. Yep, Diamond just keeps hitting nasty engages. And Johnson jumping into the back. Smoothie doing a really good job of turning it there. But look, Palafox was taking fucking Krugs. So, let's see where Palafox is. Oh, he teleports. See, every other fucking champion in the game, when they teleport to this board, all the way down here, off the map, would have to wait several seconds to be able to assassinate the AD carry. 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds until he's in the back line. And Jose Dioto just kind of smurfed as well. Yeah. So I want to get a better look at this fight rather than just bitching about Yone. So Johnson just assassinates Turtle. Where's Pobelter? Pobelter's in the middle of the fight. We're all in the middle of this fight. Okay, so there's no reason right now that we shouldn't win this. Okay, Jose Dioto hits the fat sleep. Pobelter lost almost all of his health to that, and Palafox just hits a Q and kills us all. So Jose Dioto and Diamond just kind of hard carried that game, and we just kind of trolled. And there just isn't too much we can do from here.
Baron is continuously taken low, down to 1,000 HP, secured by Jose.
And we're so split in the team fights. Like, look how fucking split we are.
Palafox resets his position to join up here with the rest of the
And,
team. Diamond's
like,
gonna tank up for everybody.
we're not even engaging onto Palafox, who just kills our entire team if we don't instantly kill him.
Still alive, but it don't matter. Licorice is godlike. Everybody except for Broxette is dead once more.
So, and that's just game.
That's a little bit more even.
Yeah, that was just... Finn played it pretty well, Smoothie played it well, but everyone else... Calls, just everything was terrible. Team fights were bad. Yone's fucking broken. Like, we knew what the problems were and fixed them the next day. So, let me know if you like this format better, or if you if you want me to keep this up, or just do the usual, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next week.